Hello everyone and welcome. The Snowman here, and the first tennis Grand Slam of the year is upon us. The draws for the Australian Open are out. In this video I am going to take a look at the women's draw. Please check out my men's preview as well if you're interested. But yeah, very excited. There's a lot of good storylines and drama heading into this event. So let's take a look at the women's draw for the 2020 Australian Open. So pulling up the top section of the women's draw, and a quick note, most of the top players will be playing at this event, but one big name that will not be there, number 6 in the world, Bianca Andreescu, is still rehabbing a knee injury she sustained late last season. So no Andreescu, but hopefully she gets healthy and she'll be competing for more Grand Slams for sure in the not too distant future. We do have the number 1 overall player in the world though in section 1, that is Ash Barty, and Barty is far and away the number 1 player right now, over 1,500 points of separation between her and number 2 Pliskova because of her sensational 2019 where she won Miami, Roland Garros, and the WTA Finals. I don't think she could have imagined she would have such an amazing season. Last year at this time, she was just the 15th ranked player in the world. So personally, I just think she absolutely maximized her potential last season. Wouldn't shock me if she fell out of the top 5 sometime come maybe June, July. I just don't think she has the consistent offensive weapons to stay at number 1 for too long. But this is a dream draw for Ash Barty. Look at the other top players in this section. Number 13, Petra Martic. 18, Ali Risk. Julia Gergis. None of those players are going to frighten Barty. Maybe Maddie Keys, the 10 seed here. She's the class of the bottom half, but she's got a heck of a first-round matchup on her hands against Daria Kasatkina. Kasatkina struggled to find top form in 2019. That is a classic contrast of styles, power versus counter-punching, pace versus variety. So that should be a fun one. Maria Sakkari becoming a consistent presence on the WTA Tour. And then Petra Kvitova, the 7 seed at the bottom, defending a lot of points from her final run in Melbourne last year. She begins against fellow compatriot Katerina Siniakova. Section 2 now of the draw, and the drama level gets clicked up a notch in this one. A lot of great American players here, none other than the number 8 seed Serena Williams at the bottom, and a ton of reasons for Serena fans to be optimistic about her chances. She just won her first ever title as a mother last week in Auckland, her first trophy in almost 3 years, and what impressed me the most about Serena's performance, in the semifinals, she steamrolled young American Amanda Anisimova 6-1, 6-1 in 43 minutes. Guys, Serena looks sharp right now. She looks in shape, really fit, and obviously she's motivated to get Grand Slam number 24. She's had a lot of close calls the last couple of years, making 2 Wimbledon finals, making 2 US Open finals, but coming up just short. I think she is going to be very focused for this. Serena may be hoping she gets to meet one of her best friends in the round of 16. That's Caroline Wozniacki, who is playing in the final tournament of her illustrious and Hall of Fame career. Woza will be retiring after this event. And I'm definitely going to miss watching Caroline play. The ultimate counterpuncher, 30 career titles, 71 weeks as the number 1 player on the tour. I'm hoping she gets a nice send-off. The number 23 seed, Yastremska, will probably threaten her defense, her court coverage in the second round, but I'm hoping for a nice run here by Wozniacki. And then we also have Venus Williams, who decided to play in this event, and we get a rematch from the first round of Wimbledon last year because Venus has to be just rolling her eyes the fact that she's got to play the 15-year-old Coco Gauff again. That'll be such a hyped up match. I guarantee it'll be on a center court, Margaret Court or Rod Laver Arena. Coco Gauff just took the tennis world by storm last year, the 15-year-old. She's going to look to continue doing that. We've got more Americans than Sloane Stephens, 24 seed, also Sophia Kenin. They might do battle in the 3rd round. Sloane is back with her old coach Kamau Murray now, so hopefully that'll pay dividends for her. And then a non-American player in this section, Naomi Osaka, the 3 seed. We've got to talk about her. It was a roller coaster year in 2019 for her. She's the defending champ at the Aussie Open, also parted ways with her coach, though, early last year, Sasha Bajin. She went through the ups and downs, got upset in the first round at Wimbledon, also won 2 titles late in the year in Osaka, Japan, and Beijing. She's number 3, defending a truckload of points. I expect a locked-in Naomi. Few players can hang with her when she is, really focused on just punishing the ball. But she could be facing a very challenging gambit of Coco in the 3rd round, Sloane in the 4th, and then maybe Serena in the quarters. bring it on. Moving to the bottom half now, the top players in section number 3, the 6 seed Belinda Bencic and number 4 Simona Halep. Halep, the most important thing for her is that she is back now with her coach Darren Cahill, who took a coaching break all of last year. Basically, they're back together. Fantastic chemistry for those two. But while Cahill was gone, Simo added to her Grand Slam trophy case, picking up the 2019 Wimbledon title. Halep could see in the third round either Danielle Collins or Shea Su Wei, the latter upsetting Halep at the 2018 Wimbledon. You might remember that match. That was a very fun one where Halep was the top seed. So Shea Su Wei can provide some problems. Collins is also playing really well right now. She's already beaten Elina Svitolina and Belinda Bencic this year. Otherwise, though, I think Halep will probably navigate through to the quarterfinals. The other side is pretty fun, though. You've got Bencic, who's looking to take another step after a career year. She was the comeback player of the year and now has matched her career high rankings in singles of number 7. She was 3-0, by the way, against Naomi Osaka last year, picking up just a plethora of top 10 wins. Bencic plays really well when the stage gets larger. She can win the whole thing, and she'll be even more confident after a run to the semifinals of the U.S. Open last year. But lurking in the second round is not someone that Bencic wants to see. It's Jelena Ostapenko, who had a miserable 2019 season until the last month. She was, 18-26. Her record, 18-26, until she finished 9-1, picked up a title in Luxembourg, got a new coach, Marion Bartoli, and they seem to be clicking. Give me Ostapenko Bencic, please, though. She still has all the firepower in the world, and I think that would be a great match. And then also a blockbuster first-round clash between 19 seed Donna Vekic and Maria Sharapova. And at this point, Sharapova, she still has a couple times a year where she shows up at the big tournaments and shows flashes that she is still the Maria of old. So we'll see if this is one of those times. Vekic will look to continue. Another like Bencic. She had a great run at the U.S. Open last year, though. She's a rising star, and she's going to have her work cut out for her against Sharapova. And as we look at the bottom section of the women's draw, the number 2 seed Karolina Pliskova already has a title in 2020. She picked up the Brisbane Trophy for the third time in her career. Beat some pretty good players in that event. Beat Osaka and Keys en route to that title. Made the semifinals in Melbourne last year. You might remember she had that epic clash, coming back to defeat Serena Williams. She has made a coaching switch, though. No more Conchita Martinez, electing to go with Olga Shavchuk and Dani Valverdue. So the draw doing her no favors, though. That is for Pliskova. Kiki Mladenovic, her opponent in the first round. Lots of powerful groundies going to be on display in that one. 17 seed Angie Kerber here may not be 100%. She retired in Adelaide during her match against Yastremska last week due to a left hamstring injury. We are getting Marketa Vondrashova, though, back on the tour. The 15 seed wrist surgery had her miss most of the back half of last year. She's got the consistency and the variety, though, making the French Open final last year. She'll face two-time Grand Slam champ Svetlana Kuznetsova in the first round. Svitolina, number 5, the favorite up top. She could see Muguruza in the third round, though. That'll be a lot of fun. Svitolina still looking for Grand Slam title number 1. And then I'm also anticipating a deep run from the 21 seed, the aforementioned Amanda Anisimova. Lots of people are hyping up Coco Gauff, and as they rightly should, because Coco is just special. But Anisimova, too, is another young teenage American player who has all the tools to be a multi-time Grand Slam champion. Just 18 and number 22 in the world. Roland Garros semifinals last year, knocked off Simona Halep there. So I think she will actually take out the 9 seed Kiki Bertens, and Anisimova is going to keep trending upwards. All right, so please let me know who you've got winning the Women's Australian Open. You would think on paper, I'm probably going to go with Serena Williams, but we know anything can happen. So thanks a lot for watching, though. If you enjoyed this video or found it informational, please subscribe to the Snowman Sports Media. Give me a thumbs up. Thanks a lot. Cheers.